Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Saturday, only here on YouTube. Actually, also on Oldies and More Radio. We want to welcome Oldies and More Radio and the listeners to Oldies and More Radio here to the Vinyl Treasure Show every Saturday night, beginning at 9 p.m., 9 till midnight, with a 1950s and early 60s vocal group harmony and some rock and roll and some other things mixed in. So we'll be here till midnight. Thank you all for being here on this kind of like, it was nice and cool earlier in the week. Now it got a little bit kind of muggy a little bit, but I had the AC on today when I was researching the show. But we opened up tonight. Actually was a request because Big Dave Swinger gave me a bunch of instrumental requests. I decided to look at them. Had a little bit of time to look up to go searching in my boxes for stuff, and I found this one for this a pianist organist from Philadelphia, signed with Sid Nathan's King record label in late 1952. You know his biggest hit, a song called Honky Tonk. That was a great record from 1956. This is from October 55, although supposedly this came out earlier in 1954, according to Charlene. That was Bill Doggett, but it featured a guitarist there by the name of Billy Butler. Billy Butler on guitar, with Bill Doggett and his combo, October 1955, Honey Boy is the name of the tune. Johnny G is your honey DJ for Saturday night. Again, so thank you all. I have to get back into the chat room, say hello to everybody coming into the program here. But we got all requests tonight. I thought I was going to add an El Dorados tune, but then I said, no, I got too many. I can't. One of these Saturdays, I'm going to play all records that I select, some things that maybe you never heard before. But let's get with the requests here. This is a request for listener Edmund Williams. I saw him in the YouTube chat room. And this was a 45 that kicked off Bobby Robinson's new label at the time, Whirling Disc Records, Whirling Disc number 100. This great group from Harlem, New York. Of course, it was the song, the A side of the 45, a big hit for the group back in the summer of 1956 called The Closer You Are, but Edmund requested the flip side, and this was a 45 that my aunt had multiple ways because she bought the 45 when it came out and she had it on the Rumble album. So we're going to open up with a B-side, the B-side to The Closer You Are from August of 1956 with the great Earl Lewis on lead. This is by request for Edmund Williams. The channels on Whirling Disc. It's called Now You Know. Those are the channels, Earl Lewis and the Channels, to open up the vocal portion of the program tonight from August 1956. That's their debut single and also kicked off Bobby Robinson's Whirling Disc record label, the flip side of The Closer You Are, song entitled Now You Know, parentheses, I Love You. So I have multiple variations of this record, okay? The one that my aunt had was the spinning wheel music. Of course, that was when Jerry Blaine kind of got into the mix of things because the whirling disc, Bobby Robinson couldn't handle the distribution of the record. It was really a big New York hit. And there's all different. This is, I have the Bob Dan one. It's not in the greatest shape. I like this block print. I think that's the true first press, in my opinion. Although I think Rich Sabello differs with me on that, but I think that's the first way. But anyway, there you go. That's a great tune. Can never get tired of that tune. Johnny G here on a Saturday. If you're new to the program, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is the last show of the week. I'll be back on Wednesday and also this coming Thursday with the 78 show. But I got to tell you what happened with the Wednesday shows, just so you know for future shows, including this one. So I was able to do the show on Wednesday without any any shutdowns from the YouTube police. So, but I was kind of nervous because I had a number of hits. I think I played one of Sergio Mendes and the Brazil 66. I think that was the one that did it. I don't know, but I had some foreign identification of the song, which I had, by the way. You listeners are going to my old archive shows, so they're running through their filters again. It's supposed to last for a year, supposedly, this copyright bullcrap that they do. But it's identifying songs as international. And then what that's doing is it's blocking the entire content. And they won't even let me remove the song. I got to guess which one it is, but I think it's the one that's the foreign one, which I think is the one that does it. So if that ever happens, there is a tab on my YouTube wall there. If you go to the YouTube file, there's a tab. It says Community. Okay, if you go there, I will post the link to at least the MP3. You're not going to be able to see the visual. I know I fell asleep on the couch on Wednesday night and I woke up. It was, I don't know, it was like 4:30, whatever. I saw this email from Paul Greco about he couldn't find the show, and a bunch of people couldn't. So you can always go to that community tab if the show isn't there. I'll post it there. I'll make sure I add it to the website. But I'm sorry, I'm dealing with somebody else, another platform, and they control everything. I don't control that, and they don't know what I'm playing, and I don't know if it's allowable. You would think a lot of the stuff that I play tonight is allowable, like this song here, but we'll see. So we count down the music chronologically here on the Saturday night show. So let's open up with 1953 now. And this is a request for Timothy in our YouTube chat room. And this singer is the twin brother to Bill Kenny of the Ink Spots. His name is Herb Kenny, first recorded for the Aladdin label back in 1950, I think as the Herb Kenny Trio, which I might have that 78. I'm not sure, but I might. So look for that on a Thursday show. But then he would have a release on the Federal label in June of 52, which I do have on a 45, with his group called the Comets. And that was before he signed with MGM Records for 5 releases. And Timothy requested his second. And this was a song originally done by Liberace, of all people. Liberace recorded this tune in 1952, sometime in 52 for Columbia. But let's give a listen to this version from November 52. Herb Kenny and the Rockets on MGM Records for Timothy in our YouTube chat room. It's called I Don't Care, parentheses, as long as you care for me, I think. It's cut off. This is for Timothy.
I don't care if the birds in the trees never sing, if the flowers don't bloom in the spring, as long as you care for me. I don't care if the moon doesn't shine quite so bright, if the stardust should fade out of sight, as long as you care for me. You know your love means all the world to me. To know, to have, to hold. Without your love, what would my poor life be? It's worth every fortune in gold. I don't care if it's August, December, or June, for my heart sings a wonderful tune. As long as you care for me. You know, your love means all the world to me, honey. To know, to have, and to hold. Without your love, what would my poor life be? It's worth every fortune in gold. I don't care if it's August, December, or June, for my heart sings a wonderful tune. As long as you care for me.
As long as you care for me.
There you go. That's Herb Kenny and the Rockets. That is Bill Kenny's twin brother from November 1952 on the MGM record label, I Don't Care. As long as you care for me, and as long as you email Johnny G at vinyltreasures at AOL.com. Let's continue here. We move into 1953 with a request for listener Mike Sape. Listening in Connecticut, he is in our YouTube chat room. He wants to send this one out to all you chatters there, those of you in the chat room, and also to your host, Johnny G. It's a debut single for this group from Baltimore, Maryland. Came out on Morty and Bob Shad's Jax Records, Jax, out of New York City. It's their first of 4 for the Jax label. Now, for you collectors out there, this was first issued on the Maroon label. Then Alan Freed said, well, you know what? I'll play this record for you, but you got to add me on it. And they did. They put him as one of the writer credits on this, and they issued it on the green label. I don't know if they're all on red vinyl. They might be, but mine is on red vinyl. And Freed started to promote the record, and he got writer credit. So I have it on the green label, the Green Jax label. It features Bobby Hall on lead. July 1953 for Mike Sape, going out to you chatters and your host Johnny G. These are the Kings on the Jax label. It's called I Love You Baby.
I love my baby, Lord knows I really do. Had to love my baby, Lord knows I really do. To the real baby, Lord knows I'm through with you. Hey, now baby, baby, why do you treat me so mean? Hey, now baby, baby, why do you treat me so mean? You're the sweetest girl Lord knows I've ever seen. Hey!
that's a swinging tune there, gotta say. Really cool, upbeat. I can see Alan Freed pounding on those telephone books. They don't make telephone books anymore. There you go. Those are the Kings. That's Bobby Hall and the Kings, their debut single from July 1953. It's on the Jax record label. Of course, Jax Records would evolve to Harlem Records, but that one there called I Love You Baby, requested by Mike Sape, going out to all you chatters. And thank you, Mike, for that. Really dug that tune. Let's continue here in the year 1953. Fill a request for listener Chris Reed, as the Robins would hire a new manager in late 1952. His name was Jack Lewis, who was able to get them a contract with RCA Records. And it was about the same time, I think, that they also added Grady Chapman to the group and kind of like changed their sound a little bit. I think it did. But they would have 6 releases for the RCA record label. Now, Chris requested their 6. It features the bass of Bobby Nunn on lead. Let's go to December of 53 for the Robins on RCA Records. This is going out to Chris Reed. It's called Get It Off Your Mind.
You went out last night, night before. Think you're going out tonight and ball some more, but
Get it off your mind.
yeah, baby,
Get it off your mind.
yeah. If you think you're gonna leave me, baby, get it off your mind. You came home this morning with wine and gin. You think you're going out tonight and do it again, but
Get it off your mind.
yeah, baby,
Get it off your mind.
yeah. If you think you're gonna leave me, baby, get it off your mind. I heard you make your call and set your date. Who you was calling got a long, long way, so
Get it off your mind.
yeah, baby.
Get it off your mind.
If you think you're gonna leave me, baby, get it off your mind. You know I had my nip, I'm feeling fine, but I ain't gonna fall asleep this time, so
Get it off your mind.
no sleep, baby.
Get it off your mind.
Well, if you think you're gonna leave me, baby, get it off your mind. No need of getting mad, let's start a fight. You ain't going out that door tonight, so
Get it off your mind.
yeah, mama.
Get it off your mind.
If you think you're gonna leave me, baby, get it off your mind.
I'm going out tonight, baby.
No, you ain't, woman.
I don't care, baby. I've been laying here all day. Let me
Woman,
go
I
out
done
tonight.
lost all my money and you gonna tell me you going
I
out?
don't care about you no more.
Better
I'm
shut
going
up.
out.
Shut up, woman.
Don't you put your hands on me.
Shut up.
Don't you put your hands on me.
Better call a doctor somebody. I know your legs
You
broke.
done broke my rib and legs. Call a doctor, somebody.
There you go, the sound of the Robins. That's going out to Chris Reed in our YouTube chat room there. December 53, that's the bass lead of Bobby Nunn. Their 6th release for RCA Records, Get It Off Your Mind is the name of the tune. Get the copyright police, get it off your mind. Don't start attacking the program here. It's not, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's, listen, but when you're talking about dollars and cents, they can control everything. But let's stay in 1953. Fill a request for Edmund Williams. This is a debut single for this group, and actually, like similar to the Channels kicking off the Whirling Disc record label, this a group kicked off Sol Rabinowitz's Baton record label, Baton number 200. This song actually did well for the group. And released in November of 1953. It features Eugene Pearson on lead. This is from November of 1953. Let's give a listen to the Rivileers. The Rivileers on Baton for Edmund Williams and their tune called 1,000 Stars.
1,000 stars in the sky, like the stars in your eyes. They say to me that there'll never be no other love like you for me, for me, stars in the skies make me realize you are the one love that I'll adore. Tell me you love me, tell me you're mine once more. Each night I count the stars in the skies, hoping that you aren't telling me lies. You're with me tonight, I'm captured by your charms. Oh, pretty baby, let me hold you in my arms. 1,000 stars in the skies make me realize you are the one love that I'll adore. Tell me you love me, tell me you're mine once more. Captured by your charms. Oh, pretty baby, let me hold you in my arms. 1,000 stars in the sky make me realize you are the one love that I'll adore. Tell me you love me, tell me you're mine once more.
I apologize for this, for the rough surface on that one there. I couldn't find my mint copy of that record, but listen, yeah, you get the authentic sound of scratches here on the original vinyl. There you go, November 1953, going out to Edmund Williams, Eugene Pearson, and the Rivileers on Baton Records. The original version, yes, Rob Balboni, the original version of 1,000 Stars, of course, that was a big hit in 1960 with Kathy Young and the Innocents. They had a big hit with that, a big number 3 hit in 1960 on the Indigo record label. Let us continue here. In 1953, and this is a request for Record Hound, a.k.a. Darren, in our YouTube chat room. He wants to send this one out to all the fans who love ballads, and he included specifically Joe Shacatano, Gordy Freeman, Frank Chingaro, and your host, Johnny G, plus everybody else. This gal, born Dolores Evans in Chicago, She started her career. She was billed as Little Miss Sharecropper, and first recorded under that name back in 1949. In 1953, she signed with Atlantic Records, and she would eventually find success. She had 4 top 20 Billboard hits and 18 top 20, well, I should say pop hits, and about 18 top 20 R&B hits. And this was her first single on the Atlantic record label. And this is from August of 1953 by request for listener Darren, a.k.a. Record Hound. This is Lavern Baker. Lavern Baker on the Atlantic label, the yellow and black Atlantic. It's called Soul on Fire.
I could play with Tom, Dick, and Harry, but for me, you're the only one who makes me shiver, makes me tingle, and who brings my loving down. I played the love game before I met you. It's a game I've always won, but now you set my soul on fire, and I really had my fun with all the boyfriends, the good timing friends. I've still had to walk this road all by myself. I was their playgirl, a careless gay girl, but I put them all on the shelf. I found my true love with you forever, and my life has just begun. 'Cause now you set my soul on fire, and I really had my fun. Goodbye to Playboy, so hey, hey boy, goodbye to everyone but you, my love. Well, no more heartache, no more heartbreak. I swear by all the stars above, well, hold my soul, my love, my heart, kiss you, darling, from now on. 'Cause now you set my soul on fire, and I really had my fun.
Wow, Darren, that is a great request. Everybody likes that tune there in the chat room there. And that's the first time I played that. It's been in the collection for a long... Listen, folks, I have a lot of R&B because I ran... You know, I run thousands of record labels. So when I was buying the records, it wasn't... Even though I specialize in vocal group records, I was collecting labels. And not just R&B labels. And then it was getting a little bit too crazy because I was running out of room. If you see the no humidity basement, there's I have 3 industrial shell. I bought it, well, it was a mix-up, but I bought it from Home Depot. So I have these industrial shelving down in the basement filled with records, of course, and those are like pop stuff, 70s, pop from the 50s and early 60s, 70s and 80s. It's all down there, but there are thousands. All the other are in other rooms of the house. So anyway, but I have a lot of R&B in the collection, and that is a great record to play here. So it's not only vocal groups here, it's also R&B tunes that I feature here on the program. And really, the requests I've been getting from all the listeners have been excellent requests, I have to say. So, and I think that it makes well, I do have some very talented collectors that tune into the program, so they always give me great requests, so they know a lot of the well-known tunes that everybody will like. But that is a great R&B record that I probably should have played more of, but I never really focused on it. I was always focusing on the groups. But once in a while I would play an R&B thing, especially if I got it into the collection new. But that's been sitting in the collection for years. I think I bought that from Mike Demersion for like $8 many, many years ago. But that is a great tune to listen to. Thank you, Darren, for requesting that. August 53, that's Lavern Baker's first release on the Atlantic label. Atlantic number 1004. It's called Soul on Fire. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, move into 1954 with another dedication going out to all you chatters in the YouTube chat room. This time from listener Frank Gingaro. Now, on February 8th of 1954, RCA Records announced the formation of a new label that would include R&B artists, okay, and they called it Groove Records, and this is another group to kick off another label. You heard the whirling disc, you heard the baton. Well, here it is, and I didn't plan it this way, folks. It just happened. This is on the Groove label. This group was from Harlem, New York, and previously they recorded, though, for RCA Records. They had 6 releases for the RCA Records, but then they moved over to Groove, and this was their first of 5 on the Groove label. Groove number 001, written by the bass of the group, Bob Cornegay, and I think they're really all singing on this, but if there is a voice, it's J.C. Ginyard, who is probably the voice you hear. But this is from February 54. These are the Dewdroppers by request for Frank Gingaro, going out to all the chatters. The Dewdroppers on Groove. It's called Speed. It's called Speed King. The Dewdroppers.
You wanna ride? Come ride with me, pretty baby. You wanna ride? I'll make you satisfied. You wanna ride? Yeah, I'll make you satisfied. 'Cause I'm a speed king. My speed is 110. Yes, I'm a speed king. My speed is 110. Now if you wanna know how my speed will go, step right in and I'll match it to the floor. 'Cause I'm a speed king. My speed is 110. Now when I start to speeding at 101, my speeding, baby, has just begun. We'll roll it on up to 102. That's the time I'll be speeding with you. Move on up to 103. 103 means the third degree at 104. Then you'll know if you ride with me once, you're gonna ride some more. Come and ride with me, baby. If you wanna ride, ride with me, baby, make you satisfied. Ride with me, baby. If you wanna ride, ride with me, baby, make you satisfied. 'Cause I'm a speed king. Speed is 110. Yes, I'm a speed king. My speed is 110. Now if you want to know how my speed go, step right in and I'll match it to the floor. 'Cause I'm a speed king. My speed is 110. Now at 105 you'll realize that this old fishtail can really fly. Move it on up to 106. Then I'll teach you a brand new trick. We'll roll it on up 107. You say step on it, daddy, it's just like heaven. We'll move on up to 108. 108, we'll be doing great. Move it on up to 109. That's the time you want to lose your mind. Move on up to 110. Hey now, daddy, let's ride again. Come and ride with me, baby. If you want to ride with me, baby, make you satisfied. Ride with me, baby. If you want to ride with me, baby, make you satisfied. Ride with me, baby. If you want to ride with me, baby, make you satisfied. My speed is 110, baby. Yeah.
That's February 1954 release there for the Doodroppers. That's J.C. Ginyard. He was the guy that was singing there. Pretty sure the Doodroppers there kicked off the Groove record label. Speed King is the name of the tune. That one there requested by listener Frank Shingaro in our YouTube chat. Of course, Frank is one of the two hosts, along with Gordon Skagberg of the Rhythm and Blues Serenade. You can listen to that show, hear lots of great tunes like you hear here on a Saturday night on WRHU FM 88.7, streaming live on WRHU.org. It's Sundays, beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. till 5 p.m. They will be on tomorrow afternoon. Please check out the Rhythm and Blues Serenade with Frank and Gordon. Tell them Johnny G sent you. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasures Show, and let's go to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and fill a request for listener Julian McCroy. This group signed with Bess Berman's Apollo record label for 9 releases. This is their 8th release. Tune written by the guitarist of the group, Loman Pauling. It's with Charlie Little Jazz Ferguson and the orchestra. Features the lead of Johnny Tanner from April 54, the 5 Royales on Apollo for Julian McCroy. It's called Cry Some More.
Please tell me, please, baby, tell me, how can I make up with you? If there's anything to keep you, that I surely will do. Will I have to cry some more? Will I have to cry some more? Yes, I'll cry some more. Will I have to cry some more? I am handing you no line. Please try me one more time. Ooh, I love you, baby. Ooh, I need you, baby. I know I haven't been an angel, even though I can't do without you. Please try to forget what I've done. Forgive me and let's start anew. Will I have to cry some more? Will I have to cry some more? Yes, I'll cry some more. Yes, I'll cry some more. If I ever needed you, baby, now is the time. Oh, baby, now is the time.
the great sound of the Five Royales. The Five Royales from April 1954. What did I say? That was their eighth release, their eighth of 9 on the Apollo record label. Cry Some More is the name of the tune. Let us continue here for a Saturday evening. Those of you that are new to the program, just finding out for the first time, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Lots of new subscribers to the program. Thank you all for being here. So I can't tell you how many people have contacted me trying to do the same thing I do. It's not that easy to do. You got to get a setup like this. It's not easy to do it. But it's doable. But again, it's like I was telling somebody, what are you going to do? Sit there and play your you going to sit there and play your MP3s and show the people your MP3s? It's not good. You need a visual. Now, if we were having a conversation about the music, that's a different story. But anyway, let us continue here. And we are in the year 1954. Let's fill a request for listener Mike Sape in Connecticut. He wants to send this one out to the UK Jivers, I think you called it, Mike. Tony C, Indrajit, and Mark in the UK. And this group out of New Orleans, Louisiana, they were discovered by band leader and A&R man for Imperial, Dave Bartholomew. They would have 6 releases on the Imperial label beginning in August of 1954, but this is their 5th release, a tune co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Joe Gaines, and then in this one, Charlene's got a background voice of Alan Matthews. This is from August of 54. I hate these Imperials because some play good and some do not. This is like Medza. But anyway, these are the Hawks. The Hawks from August 54 on Imperial Records. For Mike Sape, going out to Tony C, Mark in the UK, and Indrajit. It's called Give It Up.
Got what I want,
What is it,
but
Daddy?
you won't give it to me until you let me have it. I ain't gonna let you be. Give it up.
Well, what you want me to give?
Hey, give it up. Ooh, give it up. I give it up, 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 give it up like sweet little girl. I took you to a nightclub, bought you food and wine, promised me some loving, now you wanna change your mind. Give it up, hey, give it up, I got to have it. Give it up, I give it up, 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 give it up like sweet little girl.
Well, what you want me to give you? I ain't getting up off of nothing tonight.
Give it up, 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 give it up like sweet little girl. I can't stand the pressure, my heart is beating fast. I can't hold out much longer unless you tell me yes.
That's what they all
Give it up.
say.
Hey, give it up. Ooh, give it up. Give it up, 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 give it up like sweet little girl. You told me that you love me
I sure
when I
did.
bought you Cadillac, but if you don't do no better, I'm gonna take it back.
You're gonna be that
Give it up,
cheap?
hey, give it up. Ooh, give it up. I got to have it. Give it up, 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 give it up like sweet little girl. Give it up.
Well, what you want me to give you? I ain't giving up on nothing.
Give it up, give it up.
Oh, I forgot all about that Cadillac.
Yes, John Ferry, I agree with you. You got to look into the meanings of some of the, they're supposedly innocent. They're innocent, but I think there is a meaning. There you go, the great sound of the Hawks there from August 1954. That's on the Imperial record label by request for Mike Sape in Connecticut, going out to the UK listeners. And the Hawks with Give It Up. Johnny G gives it up here on a Saturday. Hope you're digging on the tunes. If you are, please give me a thumbs up. Now, I've told you people before about people that are, I should say, dealers that polish their records. Have you ever purchased a polished 45? Well, when I first started collecting, I will tell you, when I first started collecting and you didn't know anything about it, you would maybe get a record in the mail, and or you may buy it from somebody else's collection or whatever, and you may look at it and you might say, boy, this record looks really shiny, but it sounds really crappy, but the label's a little bit worn. Well, I don't know if there's 3 methods or 2, and I know of well, there's different varying degrees of polishing records. One of the dealers called it cleaning. And really, it's not cleaning. It's actually like really deceiving, because what they do is, one of the polishing methods is that it wears out the top surface of the vinyl. So, yeah, the scratches are gone, but your grooves are shrunken. So the sound quality is kind of like washed out. And then sometimes it doesn't even work. I'm not going to say it's not good to do on anything. Maybe if there's a styrene record that is destroyed, it might make it sound better, possibly, if you experimented with it. And I think it was it Jimmy Vieira? Now, he had a different process. I think he would put like some kind of fill in, so when you play that record, you'll get all this stuff on your needle if you've tried that out. And I forget, and there's all different types, because sometimes the records aren't that bad, so what they'll do is they'll buff the outer edges to make it look like it's mint, but it really isn't mint. And it took me a while to find it out, and I think it was like eventually like establishments that of would not sell polished records anymore. So I think when you do that, you have to identify it as a polished record, or at least call it like VG, even though it may look mint. But it doesn't sound good. And you could even look at it, because you'll see like these, you'll see the marks around it. But unfortunately, it is to deceive. It is, but that is a bad thing to do. But anyway, let us continue here. And I'm talking about it because this record is a polished 45, and it's a request for listener Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room as we go back to Baltimore, Maryland. For Shirley, you got the wrong person on this record here. This is the group's 36th release on Jerry Blaine's Jubilee record label, a tune written by Gregory Carroll, and it's with Sid Bass and the orchestra. It features Sonny Till on lead from May of 1954. These are the Orioles on the Jubilee label for Big Dave. It's called Drowning Every Hope I Ever Had.
I walk around, heart feeling sad. Night comes around, still feeling bad. Rain falling down, covers the ground, drowns every hope I had. When I wake up, the same old thing. Look at the phone, but that phone won't ring. Rain falling down, covers the ground, drowns every hope I had. Darling, look what you've done. Messed up everything I planned. But someday, baby, I know you'll understand. Took all my money, you
call me a square.
Well, you tried to kick me around. Baby, you know that wasn't fair.
So long, baby, so long. Goodbye, baby, your daddy's gone. Rain falling down covers the ground, drowns every hope I had. That's bad, drowning every hope I had.
See here the scratches on this record, but if you look at it, you're not going to see any scratches. It's like so ridiculous. But it's too bad, because that's like really, it's the flip side of Maybe You'll Be There. And it's a great record there, but you look at it, it looks mint, but it's not going to play mint. That's what a polished record sounds like. May 1954, great tune there by Sonny Till and the Orioles, going out to listener Big Dave Swinger in our YouTube chat room on the Jubilee record label. It's called Drowning Every Hope I Ever Had. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We are in the year 1954. Let's fill a request for listener Harry Riles in our YouTube chat room. This male duo, they recorded for the Modern record label, and this is the original version of this song. It's their first of 8 on the Modern label. They are Marvin, that is Marvin Phillips, and Johnny. Now, there were 8 different Johnnies. Emery Perry, Billy Richard, Bobby Sheen, Carl Green, Jesse Belvin, Rufus Anderson, Roy Richardson, and Willie Egan. That's a lot of Johnnies. But this Johnny is really Emery Perry. This tune is on the Bahari Brothers Modern record label. This charted number 18 on KPHO in Phoenix, Arizona. Of course, this would become a big, big hit in 1960 if you heard it on the radio by Skip and Flip. But let's go to July of 54. This is another polished 45. Marvin and Johnny on the Modern label for Harry Riles in our YouTube chat room. And the original version of Cherry Pie.
Cherry, cherry pie, cherry, cherry pie, cherry, cherry pie, ooh, so good, oh baby, oh, sugar, sugar plum, sugar, sugar plum, sugar, sugar plum, sweet as it comes, as it comes, like little Jack Horner sitting in the corner, eating his cherry, cherry, cherry pie. Oh, Lord, Lord, only I didn't put in a thumb and pull out a plum. So I guess I'm not as great, great as he. Oh, no, no, give me some. Give me some. Give me some cherry, cherry pie. Like little Jack Horner sitting in the corner, in his cherry, cherry, cherry pie. Oh, Lord, Lord, only I did put in a thumb and pull out a plum. So I guess I'm not as great as he. Oh, no, no. Give me some. Give me some. Give me some. Sherry, sherry pie. Sherry, sherry pie. Sherry, sherry pie.
Almost got caught here. Johnny G getting caught as we... I'm sorry, folks. Let us... there you go. That is the original version of Cherry Pie, July 1954. That's going out to Harry Riles in our YouTube chat room. That's Marvin Phillips and Johnny, but Johnny is really Emery Perry. That's their first release on the modern label. Cherry Pie is the name of the tune. The 78 sounds so much better, and sometimes the modern and RPM sound really nice, and other times they don't. They play with a bad needle or a heavy needle. It kind of screws up the grooves there, and you get that kind of sound. Well, I think that was okay, but it had like an annoying hiss. It really did. But anyway, let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Last week I played a request for listener James Stone. He requested the Doodlers on RCA, and he noted that Joe Van Loan was a member of this group, which was interesting. And because I always thought it was like just a white pop. It was not. They're a black vocal group. And they did the cover of a song of the Charms tune, Two Hearts. And listener Indrajit Advani wants to hear the flip side, and he wants to send this one out to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show community. This group is called the Doodlers. The Doodlers is tune written by Irving Reed and George Blake. And I don't know, Charlene, I don't think Eugene Mumford is on lead. Well, I said Joe Van Loan, but it's Eugene Mumford. I messed up. But a member of this group. But this is from March 55, the Doodlers on RCA. The song is called, in parentheses, it says, if you don't want the fruit, parentheses. What is that what it says? Okay. It's, if you don't want the fruit, that's in parentheses, don't shake the tree. The Doodlers. This is for Indrajit Advani.
If you don't want my love, don't toy with me. If you don't want the fruit, don't shake the tree. So you got me in the moonlight and the stars are in my eyes. Got my foot in heaven and my heart's in paradise. But you keep holding back with that one important kiss. Tain't right to be so near me and hold me off like this. If you don't want the fruit, don't shake the tree. If you don't want the fruit, don't shake the tree. If you don't want my love, don't toy with me. If you don't want the fruit, don't shake the tree. You're the sweetest talking woman and you flash a lot of style. Oh, there's a heap of promise in your tantalizing smile. You build my expectations and then you let me drop. If we are to continue this fooling's gotta stop. If you don't want the fruit, don't shake the tree. If you don't want the fruit, don't shake the tree. If you don't want my love, don't toy with me. If you don't want the fruit, don't shake the tree. Ain't you heard? I'm from Missouri, where you gotta show me how. Won't Wait till tomorrow, no, you gotta show me now. You tell me that you love me, but you don't follow through. So put your arms around me and you know what to do.
If you don't want the fruit, don't shake the tree. If you don't want the fruit, don't shake the tree. If you don't want my love, don't toy with me. If you don't want the fruit, don't shake the tree.
As going out to a UK listener, Indrajit Advani wants to send it out to all the Vinyl Treasure show community. The Doodlers there, that definitely sounds like Eugene Mumford on lead. March 1955 release on the RCA record label. If you don't want the fruit, don't shake the tree is the name of the tune. Let us continue in the year 1955. Fill a request for listener James Stone in our YouTube chat room. This group, they hail from Westchester, New York. That's where Johnny G is broadcasting. First recording as the Ray Allen Trio back in 1954 for Sid Nathan's King record label. And the Ray Allen Trio was Ray Allen Albanese. He played guitar. Frank Ray was on the bass and Harold Stone on piano. Then in 1955, they added Vincent Gambella, guitarist, to the group and recorded as the Classmates and also the Four Classmates for the King record label, but then changed their name to the Gumdrops, and they had 4 more releases on King Records. This is their first. This is actually a cover tune, a tune written by Charles Singleton and Rosemary McCoy, and let's see, who did this first? Earl King recorded this first in March of 1955 on the King label. And then, I guess, this group, the Gumdrops, they covered it. It features Ray Allen Albanese on lead. Let's go to June of 55 for the Gumdrops on the King label. This going out to James Stone in our YouTube chat room. Their rendition of the tune, Don't Take It So Hard.
Don't take it so hard, 'cause I'm saying goodbye. You made me cry, baby. Now it's your turn to cry. You tried to love too, me and somebody else. Don't take it so hard, blame it all on yourself. But you and your new love won't have to worry about me. I'm making that plainly understood. I'm leaving you nothing that will bring back memories, and I'm gonna get out of your life for good. You just realize that you love only me. Don't take it so hard, 'cause you were too blind to see. I'm leaving you nothing to remember me by. I'm taking my picture down off the wall. I'm not gonna kiss you before I say goodbye, so you won't have to think about me at all. You're all on your own. I'm setting you free. Don't take it so hard, just forget about me.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to listener James Stone in our YouTube chat. And those are the Gumdrops there. Ray Allen Albanese on lead from June 1955. That's their first of 4 on Sid Nathan's King record label. Don't Take It So Hard is the name of the tune. Johnny G does take it hard. I really do sometimes. It was funny. I was talking to somebody about my father because, he's not really doing well mentally, but he's okay for the most part. But sometimes I get so aggravated and I can't expect him to answer me back the way I want it to be. So it's been very difficult to try to change that. So I'm getting better at it, but it's sometimes very difficult, but it is. But anyway, this show keeps me sane. It does. Plus, I'm doing well on the diet. I weighed myself on Tuesday. I dropped, I think it's more now, but it was 22.3 pounds that I dropped already as of last Tuesday. It's probably better today. My knees still hurt, but they're a lot better. I can kind of maneuver. But anyway, let's continue here. We are in the year 1955. Let's go to Washington, D.C. now and fill a request for listener Butch Ford in Hawaii. Played the flip side of this, I think it was last week or the week before. For listener Frank Gingaro, a song called Lover's Mambo by a group called the Onterios, a group that recorded for Liz Claiborne. And she was in the business of recording local talent and then kind of like offering her masters to other record companies and whatnot. So she did really well with that. But this came out on the Big Town label, which I think was a record out of a label out of, or maybe her label too, I don't know. But the group included Ernest Champion, first tenor, Clayton Roberts, bass, Maurice Watkins, baritone, and the lead singer on this, his name is Marcus Wright. Collectively, they were called the Onterios. May 1955 for Butch Ford, the Onterios on Big Town. It's called Memories of You. May 55 release there for a group called the Onterios. Wonder if there's some kind of Canada connection there some way. That's on the Big Town record label, Memories of You. Not an easy record to find, by the way. That one there going out to Butch Ford in Hawaii. Let's stay in 55 and do a flip side request, this time for Darrell Letts. Played the, actually, I think this was the A side if I'm not mistaken, but yeah, this is the A side of the record. We played the B side, a request for listener John Cummins. We played Miserlou last week. And let's go back to Baltimore now for the sound of the Cardinals. And this is a request for listener Darrell Letts, who normally requests the flip sides of a number of 45s that I play here on the program. Of course, I can't get to all the flip sides because I think I had about 87 requests this week, so I have to limit it a little bit. But this is the group 7 of 12 for the Atlantic record label. Features the great voice of Ernie Warren on lead, and I think this was the group's biggest R&B hit. I think this charted number 4 on the Billboard R&B chart from February 55 for Darrell Letts in our YouTube chat room. The Cardinals on Atlantic. The song is called "The Door Is Still Open."
I must confess that I cried from loneliness, and the door is still open to my heart. You are to me like the honey is to the bee, and the door is still open to my heart. I'm not ashamed to cry. It's better than to hold it inside, and I won't be satisfied until you're here by my side. You are as close to me as 2 is to 3, and the door is still open to my heart.
As by request for Darrell Letts in our YouTube chat, and that's Ernie Warren and the Cardinals. February 55 release on the Atlantic label, The Door Is Still Open, and their biggest R&B hit on the Atlantic record label. Johnny G here on a Saturday, spinning my original vinyl 45s, and if you like what I'm doing, please give me a thumbs up, and also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Click that bell to get notifications as we continue now. We move into the year 1956. We fill a request for listener Bill Olb in New Jersey as we head out to Los Angeles, California. It's on Jake Porter's Combo record label. This is a single artist by the name of Bill Watkins. Now, not to bust Bill's bubble, it's not who we think it is, Bill, but maybe there is some association. Now, this is not the same Bill Watkins that sang with the gospel group the Zion Travelers. This singer is really, really young. Sounds really young. Maybe 12 or 13, maybe younger than that. But he would later, though, have a release on the playback label, which I don't own, unfortunately, in 1958 as Billy Watkins Jr., along with the Sharps. And they actually re-recorded this song on the Combo label. Now, Charlene did give me a thought that maybe this Billy Watkins is really the son of Billy Watkins Sr. It's possible because Billy Watkins Sr. was born in July 25th of 1927. Now, this release is from July of 1956, so it's all possible that this could be his son singing, I would say. Maybe that's really what it is, but I can't be sure. But anyway, we'll send this one out to listener Bill Obe, July 1956, Billy Watkins on the Combo label. The song is called Peppermint Stick.
Peppermint stick, you're my sugar cane. Come and walk with me down Strawberry Lane. For you're my ice cream, my peaches too. Can't you see, a little girl, that I'm in love with you? Oh, lollipops and gumdrops too. I love you, oh yes I do. Can't you see, we were meant to be? So please say that you love me. Oh, cookies and cake and sodas too. I'll buy them all, yes, all for you. For you, my cake, cookies, peaches and cream, peppermint stick. Oh, I love you. Sodas too, I'll buy them all, yes, all for you. For you, my cake, cookies, peaches and cream, peppermint stick. Oh, I love you.
As July 56 release there for Bill Watkins. Bill Watkins on the Combo label. Peppermint Stick is the name of the tune. I think that is Jake Porter on the saxophone there, I would think, because he was also had his orchestra, and I think he played the sax, if I'm not mistaken. But Bill, alas, that is not the person we thought it was. It was not. But there you go. That's for listener Bill Olben, New Jersey, who I think will be here in the Johnny G studios I think it's we're looking at like October 17th, so stay tuned for that. A Thursday afternoon show with a gospel special. Bill will be back for his third gospel special here on the Vinyl Treasures show. Let's stay in 1956. Fill a request for listener Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room as we go back to Philadelphia. This is the debut single for this group called The Blue Notes. It features Franklin Peaker on lead. He has a really high falsetto voice. But this is from July of 1956 as we go to Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. These are the Blue Notes. The Blue Notes on Josie. Going out to Gordy. It's called If You Love Me, parentheses, Really Love Me. The Blue Notes.
If the sun should tumble from the sky, if the sea should suddenly run dry, if you love me, love me, let it happen, darling, I won't care when it seems that everything is lost. I should smile and never count the cost. If you love me, really love me, let it happen, darling, I won't at last, our life on earth is through. I shall spend eternity with you. If you love me, really love me, let it happen, darling, I won't change. Darling, I won't
That's the sound of the Blue Notes. The Blue Notes from July 56 by request for listener Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. If You Love Me, parentheses, Really Love Me. That's on Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. That is Franklin Peaker on lead. Was also that high falsetto voice in a song you may know from 1960 called My Hero. You can get this reissued on the Port label. Port label would pick this up in 1961. Maybe that's the copy if you bought it in Times Square Records back in the early 1960s. Johnny G here on a Saturday as we continue with the requests. Fill a request for listener Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat as we go back out to Los Angeles, California for this singer discovered by Johnny Otis. He recorded on a many different labels and with different vocal groups. Releases on Decca, Rage, Federal, and Johnny Otis's Dig record label. And Daniel requested his fourth of 5 on the Dig label. Tune written by Johnny Otis. It's arranged by Jackie Kelso, and it's with the Johnny Otis Orchestra from November 56. Mel Williams by request for Daniel on Dig Records. It's called All Through the Night for Daniel.
All through the night I dream of you. Oh, how I pray you love me too. All through the night my heart beats just for you. Give me your lips, your tender touch, you know I love you oh so much. All through the night my heart beats just for you. All through the night I keep longing for your sweet caress. Darling, don't ever leave me. You're my happiness. Give me your love and all of your charms. Just let me hold you in my arms. All through the night my heart beats just for you. Beats just for you. Beats just for you.
There you go. That's Mel Williams and Gals backing him up on that. November 1956. That's requested by Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room on the Dig record label. All Through the Night is the name of the tune. Let us continue. In 1956, fill a request for listener Chris Reed. Love this group out of Harlem, New York. It's their third of 6. For Bess Berman's Apollo record label, the tune written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Floyd Adams. Floyd Adams, let's go to March of 1956 for the great sound of the Keynotes. The Keynotes on Apollo. It's called Really Wish You Were Here. This is for Chris Reed.
Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. I wish you were here so I could tell you, dear, how much I care, how much I want you near. You know you're the one for me. I hear wedding bells ring every time you walk close to me. Then I know what me, darling, I love you so. You know you're the one for me. Please, please, darling, you say that you'll always be. Well, I really, 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 really love you so. Yes, I really, 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 really want you to know that you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine. Oh yeah, you're mine. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. Wish you were here. I wish you were here so I could hold you, dear, real close to me and say, girl, I
was getting carried away dancing to that tune there. I like that record, as you can tell. That one there, March 1956 release. For the Keynotes, Floyd Adams on lead with the Keynotes on Bess Berman's Apollo Records for Chris Reed. Really Wish You Were Here is the name of the tune. Johnny G is thankful that you all are here, so please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about it. This is the last show of the week. I'll be back Wednesday evening with Soul 45's out of my collection. We'll be on Oldies and More Radio live and also live on YouTube from 9 to midnight. Then Thursday afternoon, I'll be back with an All 78 show. That returns every couple weeks, and we'll be right back here for more 50s and early 60s group harmony and rhythm and blues. But let us continue here in the year 1956. That's the 56 block, I call it. And we fill a request for listener Frank Chingaro. He wants to send this tune out to Gordy Freeman, Frank Cassie, and Andy Lamusio. This group backed up Ruth McFadden on her debut single, Darling, Listen to the Words of This Song. But they also had their own release on High Weiss's Old Town record label. And this is a ballad. A tune written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Larry Gale. Let's go to June of 56 for the Supremes. The Supremes on Old Town Records by request for Frank Chingaro, and going out to Andy Lamusio, Frank Cassie, and Gordy Freeman. The Supremes with their tune called Tonight.
And then I'll kiss your lips, your lovely fingertips. You hear me whisper, Lord, that I love you so.
June 1956 release there for the Supremes, Larry Gales and the Supremes on High Weiss's Old Town record label. That one there by request for Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat. Who wants to send that one out to Gordy Freeman, Frank Cassie, and Andy Lamusio. A song entitled Tonight. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, and let's do a flip side request for listener Daryl Letts. Last week I featured Tony Middleton and the Willows, a request for listener Chris Reed on Club Records out of New York City. It was called Don't Pull, Don't Push. Don't Shove. And he was a lead singer on that side, also doing lead on the flip side from November of 56 for Darrell Letts, the Willows on Club Records. The tune is called This Is the End for Darrell.
This is the end of our romance. Please don't pretend that there's a chance. Yes, I know you mean well. You're sparing my pride, but I can tell there's nothing inside. You hurting me more by leading me on. I'll just be a bore. 'Cause love is all gone. No, 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 it's all wrong to just pretend. So I'll say so long, for this is the end. No, 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 it's all wrong to just pretend. So I'll say so long, for this is the end.
There you go. That's the Willows. That's the late Tony Middleton on lead with the Willows. November 56 on the club record label by request for Darrell Letts in our YouTube chat room. This is the end. It is not the end. Not till after midnight, about 12:30 or so. Then it will be the end as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We are in the year 1956. Let's fill a request for listener Tommy Albergo, tuned into the program. This is a famous duet from New Orleans, Louisiana. They had a number of releases on Eddie and Leo Mesner's Aladdin record label. They also were coined the sweethearts of the blues. They were Shirley Goodman and Leonard Lee. You know them as Shirley and Lee. They had 20 releases on the Aladdin label. This was their 11th. Actually, it was the B-side to a big hit for them, the song Let the Good Times Roll. This is the B-side written by Leonard Lee. This is from June of 56, going out to Tommy Albergo. Shirley and Lee with a B-side. On the Aladdin label, it's called Do You Mean to Hurt Me, for Tommy.
Now the time has finally come that I'll leave you on your own. And I mean, yes I mean, I won't come back home.
Do you mean
goodbye. Do you mean to make me cry? Do you mean, oh, you can't mean to hurt me so?
Yes, you know you done me wrong, and I mean to leave you alone.
Well, if you mean to say goodbye, then I ask the Lord to take me away to die. Oh, do you mean that we must part? Do you mean to break my heart? Oh, you can't mean, you just can't mean to hurt me so.
Yes, you know you done me wrong, and I mean to leave you alone.
Well, if you mean to say goodbye, then I ask the Lord to take me away to die. Oh, do you mean that we must part? Do you mean to break my heart? Do you mean you just can't mean to hurt me so?
There you go. Those are the sweethearts of the blues, Shirley and Lee. That is Shirley Goodman and Leonard Lee. That's by request for a Tommy Albergo from June of 1956. That's on the Aladdin record label. Do You Mean to Hurt Me? That's the B-side to a hit for them, Let the Good Times Roll. You can get this on the Maroon label and also the Blue. I don't know which one is first, usually because other releases by them are Maroon. I don't know how this... Maybe they had blue paper hanging around, and this was such a big hit, so they went into the leftover bins. Anyway, Johnny G is your DJ for a Saturday evening. If you're new to the program, please consider subscribing to my Vinyl Treasure show. I play real 45's. I'm a collector, a career collector, I guess we can call it. I've retired a couple of years ago, and I am a caretaker now, but I do this show for my sanity, I do, and I hope you're enjoying the tunes here as we are in the year 1956, the 1956 block. Let's fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room, and this is a girl group. And this is on the Aladdin subsidiary. You just heard an Aladdin 45. This is the Aladdin subsidiary Lamp Records, which I think was mostly based out of New York City, but there are both West Coast groups and East Coast groups on this label. Big Dave Swinger, you told me there was a way to tell in the Matrix. I don't know. It says RR. What does RR stand for? But I don't think this is a West Coast group. I think this is an East Coast group. But they're called the Carols, not to be confused with the Carols that recorded for the Savoy label. That is a male group. This is from December of 56 for Adrian, the Carols on Lamp. It's called My Search Is Over, the Carols.
My search is over. I found my thrill at last. Won't have to worry about the past. My life is now full of happiness, all because of you. My search is over. I found my thrill. My troubles are no more. My worries are I feel so good now. I wonder no more. I'm satisfied. You are in my arms. As long as I have you, my life will be complete. My search is over. I found my thrill. My search is over. I found my thrill at last.
As by request for listener Adrian Viterbo, those are the Carols. Now we know they are a West Coast group, I'd say. Even has that West Coast sound. Now the RR in the Matrix stands for the Radio Recording Studios out in Los Angeles, California. So that would tend to be that this girl group is from the West Coast. December 56, the Carols on the Lamp label for Adrian Viterbo, My Search is Over. Gotta say, for genres ago, wait, how do we say that? Genres ago, yes, I do have that song by the Supremes, but we can't take instant requests here. Charlene will accumulate your requests. We prefer to get them via emails at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the best way, because sometimes Charlene, she'll take a bathroom break and she may miss it, and I'm multitasking here, so sometimes it's difficult to do that. So that's why sending it via email or text to me. I'm on Facebook also. That's another way that people communicate with me with their requests, and I relay that message, put it on our request sheet. So, but if I have the 45, I will definitely play it, especially if it fits this format as that Supremes Records does on the Ace label. But let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request for listener Daniel Costco as we go back to Chicago. Now, Daniel asked me a question if the Oldies 45 release that I showed you, which was actually a pretty cool reissue label that VJ had, if the El Dorados version of No Tears Tonight is the same tune as Tears on My Pillow. And it is. It's exactly the same. Sometimes the cuts could be different on the Oldies 45s on a number of things. And I was going to play, I just had too many requests. I was going to play this, Bill Old turned me on to this unreleased thing on Oldies 45, a great record by the El Dorados. But we're going to play, I decided to play the original on the VJ label for Daniel Costco, as this was the follow-up to Bim Bam Boom, and this was recorded at the group's last session, which was the original group, because there was dissension going on with the lead singer here, Perkle Lee Moses, and the other members of the group. But this is a song he wrote together with someone by the name of John Moore from July of 1957, going out to Daniel Costco, the El Dorados on VJ. It's called Tears on My Pillow for Daniel.
There will be tears on my pillow tonight. Yeah, there'll be tears on my pillow tonight. Well, and all these tears I'm gonna shed, because I miss you so. There'll be tears on my pillow tonight. There will be hope turn. Well, hold on till the day that you return. I want you to know my heart will burn from tears on my pillow at night. You took my love, you took my gold, you took my heart and you took my soul, and now I find you far away, but I know you'll come back someday. Every tear on my pillow tonight, yeah, 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 every tear on my pillow tonight. Well, I don't know when I'll see you again. Goodness knows I need you so. Every tear on my pillow tonight. Hold on till the day that you return. I want you to know my heart will burn from tears on my pillow tonight.
There you go, by request for listener Daniel Costco in our YouTube chat room. That's the great sound of the El Dorados. Perkle Lee Moses on lead, July 1957. Vivian Carter's VJ Records, Tears on My Pillow is the name of the tune. And again, you can get that on the Oldies 45 reissue. It came out in 1963 as No Tears Tonight. And I was going to play that other release by the El Dorados, which is a great tune, and we'll do that on a future show. Let us continue here. We are in the year 1957. Here's another flip side request. Actually, Joe Shacatano requested a group called The Dots on a Dick Huggy Boy Hugs Caddy label out of Los Angeles, California, a song called Good Luck to You, Best Wishes Too. And Australian listener Mark Langdale asked for the flip side. Actually, this is the intended A side of the 45. It's their third release on the Caddy record label. It features Jeanette Baker on lead. Let's go to September 57 for Mark Langdale in Australia. These are the Dots on Caddy. It's called Heartsick and Lonely. As I got caught here, I had to change the needle to a 78 needle for this next record because it sounds better with the 78 needle. Anyway, we'll talk about that. There you go. That one there by request For Mark Langdale in Australia, that is Jeanette Baker on lead there with the Dots, their third release on Dick Huggy Boy Hugs' Caddy label out of Los Angeles, California, September 1957. Heart Sick and Lonely is the name of the tune. Want to give a shout out to Zeb Navarro. Zeb Navarro, he is the station manager of KKSM AM 1320 out of Palomar College, Palomar College, and they're the radio station there. And they're now broadcasting Johnny G on Sunday mornings. I think I don't know the time. It might be 9 a.m. their time. So that would be about, that's noon here. I think it is. But I haven't checked it out yet. But he Facebook messaged me, I think it was last week or the week before, that the show was going strong there, so I may have picked up some listeners there. So if anybody has heard my show on KKSM on that station, please email me at vinyltreasures@AOL.com. I'm just curious to see if you are. He says they got a big following out there in the San Diego area. So anyway, that is a good thing as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. And we move into 1958. And let's fill the request now for listener Jack Parma, this group out of New Haven, Connecticut. They signed with Thomas Robinson's Atlas record label. They had 2 releases on the Atlas record label. Their first came out in April of 56 called In My Lonely Room, which I played, I think I played it on a 78, on the 78 show. Played the Josie single, but it also first came out on the Atlas label. And they were known as the Four Haven Knights, but then they weren't 4 anymore, so I think they dropped the 4 and became the Haven Knights. So this was their second release for the Atlas record label, written by the lead singer. His name was Leroy Gomez. Let's go to July of 1958 for the Haven Knights. And I had to change the stylus on this because it sounds better with a 78 needle. The Haven Knights going out to Jack Parma. It's called Just to Be in Love for Jack. Wow, that sounds really good with a 78 needle. It plays horrible with a 45 needle. Those are the Haven Knights by request for Jack Parma, July 58. That's on Thomas Robinson's Atlas Records. That is Leroy Gomez on lead, also wrote the tune, a great tune I first heard on the Time Capsule show, by the way. It's called Just to Be in Love. Johnny G is your disc jockey here on a Saturday evening. Hope you're enjoying the tunes. If you are, please give me a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about it here. This great show here that nobody else does it like Johnny G, spinning my 45's. We are in the year 1958. Let's fill a request for Liam in Australia. Nobody seems to know much about this next group. I'm guessing they're out of New York. This is on Leo Rogers and Sid Archie's All-Star record label. And this song became much more popular than when it originally came out in March of 58. Much later, it was played by a number of disc jockeys in the New York, Philadelphia, and Pittsburgh areas, especially DJ Alan Fredericks played it on his Night Train show. So did Porky Chedwick, also played this a lot. And even Slim Rose, I think, was a big record in 1960 that it ended up on a Pittsburgh label called Fenway Records. They put it out, and it charted, I think, at that time in 1960. And then when Jerry Blavat began spinning the song in 1963, Atlantic reissued it. But this is the first release on the All-Star label from March 58. They're called the Versatones. The Versatones by request for Liam in Australia. And their tune called Baila. So that's a crazy tune there. Yes, it is. There you go. That's going out to Liam in Australia. The sound of the Versatones. Versatones from March of 58. The original label, All-Star Records. Baila is the name of the tune. Let's move into 1959 here. Fill a request for Matey Campboy. Matey Campboy. I haven't heard from Matey in a long, long time. This is a rare 45. Came out on the Munich label, Munich Records, out of Hempstead, Long Island. And I have no information on this group, but This is the ballad side of the 45, and this is from November of 1959. The group is called the Sportones. The Sportones on Munich Records by request for Matey Campboy. It's called In My Dreams for Matey.
You came back in my dream, strange as it seems in my dream. I still love you and hope that you love me. Strange as it seems in my dream, I still love you and hope that you love me. And hope that you love me. You came back.
That's November 59 release there for the Sportones. That's by request for Matey Campboy in California on the Munich record label. In My Dreams is the name of the tune. That is a hard record to find. It is, especially when you've lots of the labels are all messed up. I'm toying with the trying to get the there's like somebody, it's not a label tear, but there was a sticker on here that somebody removed. But I'm afraid to wet this white label. I don't want to do that. Got to be very, very careful with these types of labels. But anyway, Johnny G babbles on. We are in the year 1959. Let's fill a request for Timothy in our YouTube chat room. And he requested a B-side by the Platters. And actually, I think there was an LP that came out on the Mercury label called Remember When, which is the song, the flip side of this, which I think was the bigger hit. And Charlene doesn't know that, but this record charted this B-side here, a tune written by their manager Buck Ram from May of 1959. This was a number 7 record on KUNZ out of Houston, Texas. Features Tony Williams on lead. This is for Timothy from May 59, the Platters. Tony Williams and the Platters on the Mercury label. The song is called Love of a Lifetime. This is for Timothy, the Platters.
Love of a lifetime, love of my life, I'll love you always through darkness and strife. For now and forever, you'll always be the love of a lifetime for me. Love of a lifetime, heart of my soul. We'll stay together, we'll make love our goal. For now and eternity, you'll always be the love of a lifetime for me. What will be, so they say. I confess it's true. So I believe my heart all the way when it says I'll be faithful to you. Love of a lifetime, love of my life. I'll be your husband and you'll be my wife. So now to the end of time, you'll always be the love of a lifetime for me. What will be, so they say. I confess it's true. So I believe my heart all the way when it says I'll be faithful to you. Oh, love of a lifetime, love of my life. I'll be your husband and you'll be my wife. And so to the end of time, you'll always be the love of a lifetime for me.
As by request for Timothy in our YouTube chat. I've never played that side here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That's the great sound of Tony Williams and the Platters from May 1959. On the Mercury record label, Love of a Lifetime is the name of the tune. The A-side is a song called Remember When. I don't know how well that did. And Charlene didn't know that side charted there. But anyway, that's a nice tune there by the Platters. That's for Timothy. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. We are in the year 1959. Let's fill a request for Gary Hendren in Alabama. This gal previously was the only female member of a group called the Love Notes that recorded for Danny Robinson's Holiday record label. Had two excellent releases on the Holiday label. Her name was Lucy Cedinho. Lucy Cedinho. Now, after the Love Notes broke up, she recorded as a soloist, and she recorded a tune that was written by Sonny James. Yes, Sonny James, a Southern gentleman. He had a hit on the Capitol label with his version of Young Love, but this was released on George Goldner's N record label, and she went under the alias as Lucy Rivera. Lucy Rivera. This is by request for Gary Hendren, February 59. Lucy Rivera on the End label, George Goldner's N Records. It's called Make Me Queen Again for Gary.
Yesterday I was queen, the greatest queen in this world.
That's going out to Gary Hendren. That's the sound of Lucy Rivera. Lucy Rivera on George Goldner's N record label from February 59. Make Me Queen Again is the name of the tune. Now, she would have one more release in 61 on the Guaranteed label under another alias as Lori Davis. And in 1962, she would marry singer Gary U.S. Bonds. And I think she's still married to Gary today, too. That's a cool tune there, Gary. I should say Gary Hendren requested Lucy Rivera, Make Me Queen Again. Well, Johnny G is your king DJ for a Saturday evening. Hope you're digging on the cool tunes here. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and tell your friends about it. We are in the 1959 block. Let's fill a request for listener Kenny in New Jersey. It's the great sound of the Flamingos as we do a twin spin on George Goldner's End record label. And the A side of this is a wonderful ballad called I Was Such a Fool. I was afraid to play that because I think that got me, the copyright police came out on that song. But I had to go back and check when last time I played this, which was a long time ago. This is a cool up-tempo they do. This is their 6th of 19 for George Goldner's N record label. And this side did chart. This was a number 25 record on KRUX, if you were listening in Phoenix, Arizona. It's dual leads here, Zeke Carey and Tommy Hunt. They are on the vocals here. The song written by group member Terry Johnson. Let's go to November of 1959, going out to Kenny in New Jersey. A B-side here for the Flamingos on End. It's called Heavenly Angel.
I should be going to sleep. I should be going to sleep. I should be going to sleep. But my heart won't let me 'cause I done you wrong. Heavenly angel, dry your eyes. Hide it in me to make you cry. I admit I was wrong. My mind was weak, my heart was weak. My love is strong, heavenly angel. I do really love you, heavenly angel. I do really love you, heavenly angel. I do really love you. So come to me and let my arms surround you. For you and only you can thrill me the way you do. Yeah, never will I hurt you. How could I? For why would I? When it hurts me too, heavenly angel. What more can I do? Heavenly angel. What more can I do? Heavenly angel. What more can I do? So come to me and let my arms surround you. Why? Would you please come on home? Yeah, I promise you, I will be true, and I'll never make you blue. Come on home. Come on, yeah. Come on, yeah. Come on home. You know I love you. Come on home. Come on home, baby. Come on. You know I love you. Come on now, baby. Come on.
B-sides here on the Vinyltreasure Show. There you go. That's going out to Kenny in New Jersey, the sound of the Flamingos. November 59, the flip side of I Was Such a Fool, song entitled Heavenly Angel. That's on George Goldner's and record label. Let's stay in 1959. We fill a request for listener Paul Michel as we go to Springfield, Massachusetts. For this group, they made their debut back in 1958 on Marty Kugel's Click label with Love in the Afternoon, a very rare 45. They also backed up the Mitlow Sisters. That was on Click Records. This was their next release, which came out on a label called Express, and it features Major Branch on lead. Let's go to January 59. Give a listen to the Dreamtones. The Dreamtones on Express. This is for listener Paul Michel. It's called Praying for a Miracle.
I am praying for a miracle, but miracles don't happen every day. I must realize that miracles don't happen every day. I did the thing that was right, and I never did wrong. But I know this miracle could cause us no harm. A miracle don't happen every day. Pray for a miracle. Just don't happen. To treat you in every way I could, but I'll keep praying every day. Praying for a miracle, but miracles don't happen every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. A miracle don't happen. Miracles don't happen every
As January 59 release there for the Dreamtones, that's by request for Paul Michel. The Dreamtones on Express Records, Praying for a Miracle is the name of the tune. They'd have one more release, I think, on the Astra label, which I do have. I saw that in the box when I pulled this one. Johnny G here, continuing in the 1959 block. Let's fill a request for listener Big Dave Swinger. We go to Tacoma, Washington for this group. Actually, they all met while they were in the service. They won first place in a talent contest, which resulted in a trip to Los Angeles, California, to record for Doodsie Williams' Doo-Toe record label. This tune written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Reuben Martin, from March of 59 for Big Dave Swinger. These are the Fabulous Pearls. The Fabulous Pearls on Doodsie Williams' Doo-Toe record label out of Los Angeles. It's called My Heart's Desire. This is for Big Dave.
Set my soul I'll take you in my arms, I'm so glad that you're mine. You, yes, you make me feel so good. Love, please love me. Yes, you are my heart desire. My heart's desire. Yes, you are my
As by request for Big Dave Swinger, the sound of the Fabulous Pearls. Fabulous Pearls from March 59 on the Duto record label, My Heart's Desire. That's Reuben Martin on lead there. He wrote that tune. Now, they went on to record in 1960 as the Four Pearls on the Dalton record label. I remember when I bought that 45, I was up at the Waterbury, Connecticut show, and I bought it from Jerry Smith. And I remember Jerry Smith was unfortunate. He died, it was a horrible death. He died on a head-on collision, somebody coming down a one-way street. And I've got news that he passed away. I used to buy records from him up there. I used to buy records on eBay. And he got this out of the radio station WPEP. I remember he did a paint job for somebody. And the guy says, look, I got a lot of records. He says, can I pay you off in records? He goes, yeah, I'll take the records. So he took all these records from that radio station. And it turns out I ended up getting a lot of them in my collection. You'll see them from time to time when I show them up on the screen there. Anyway, Johnny G babbling on. Let us continue here. We are in the year 1959. Lots of your requests from 1959, but let's fill a request for Bob Cruz in Maryland. This group is out of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. It's on the Sound Souvenir label, which was distributed by a Stan's Record Bar that was located in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Now, Stan is Stan Felton, who also owned this label. Initially, the master was sent off to King Records, who wanted the group to re-record the song. But unfortunate thing is that the group was in a serious car accident where 4 of the members were killed. And so the deal never really happened. But Felton did put it out on his Sound Souvenir label, and it features Eddie Speller on lead, who did survive that accident with one other member. So this is from June of 59, by request for Bob Cruz, the Crystalaires of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, on Sound Souvenir Records. It's called Nobody Nowhere.
Nowhere with love in their heart.
That's going out to listener Bob Cruz in Maryland. The sound of the Crystalaires of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, June 59 on Sound Souvenir Records. Nobody Nowhere is the name of the two. Well, everybody's tuned into the Vinyl Treasure Show, so thank you all for tuning into the program. Again, if you're new to the program, please subscribe. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Click the thumbs up if you enjoy what I'm doing. This is the third, average 2.5 shows a week, but this is definitely the last show of the week. I'll be back Wednesday night with the Soul 45's out of my collection. That'll be at 9 p.m. right here on YouTube, also live on Oldies and More Radio. Then Thursday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for the 78 show. So if you like 78s from the late 40s into the 1950s, you got to tune into that program. Then we'll be back here next Saturday for more 50s and early 60s. We are in the year 1959. Let's fill a request for listener Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room as we go to Morty Craft's Warwick record label. This group called Jeannie and Her Boyfriends. Now, Jeannie is really Estelle Cremo, and she does lead on the intended A-side, which is like an answer tune to Who's That Knocking. But the flip side is a killer ballad. It features a male lead, and it's one of the other group members. I don't know which one. It's either Elliot Cobell, Anthony Fingler, Reuben Holmes, or Leon Jones. So it's one of those guys that is on lead. But this is from June 59 by request for Gordy Freeman, Jeannie and Her Boyfriends on Warwick Records. The song is called Baby. June 1959 release there for Jeannie and Her Boyfriends. That one there requested by Gordy Freeman in our YouTube chat room. That's on the Warwick record label. Baby is the name of the tune. That is the first press. Either get it on the DJ copy or this red label with silver print. Not really smart because it's hard to see. It was then reissued later on with the later logo style with the black print. That's the second press. Johnny G here on a Saturday. We are in the year 1959. This is actually the last record in 1959. This is a request for Daniel Kubacki. Last week I messed up. I featured this group from New Haven, Connecticut, the Five Satins, on Ember with a song called Candlelight, which was a great tune, but I mixed it up with this tune. This is their eighth release on the Ember label, written by the lead singer, Fred Paris. This was a number 6 record on WBNY in Buffalo, New York, by request for Daniel Kubacki, the Five Satins, from September 59. The song is called Shadows. Five Satins, September 59. That's by request for Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room. Shadows is the name of that one. That's on Al Silver's Ember Records. As we continue here, we move into 1960. Let's fill a request for listener John Engstrom, this singer from Bakersville, California. And he was in a vocal group. Charlene didn't know, but he was in a vocal group. I have to check my other book. But he had 3 releases on Lou Bedell's Dore record label. This is his first. A song he wrote and produced. His name is Ronnie Cook. C-O-O-K. Ronnie Cook from July 60, going out to John Engstrom on Dore Records. The song is called My Angel.
angel has come from the heavens apart. On her cheek is a blush, in her eyes there are stars, valleys and hills. We walk for a while, the whole skyland aglow with her lovely, lovely, lovely smile. She is my love, my Venus fairest of all. She is so fine, I want to make her mine. Yes, mine, all mine. How many nights have I prayed for someone I could call my love? But now at last my angel has come, and I'm in heaven. I love her so, I want her to know I'll never, never, never let her go. I hope and I pray that she will always stay my life, my love, my angel.
There you go, John Engstrom. That is Ronnie Cook and girls backing him up on that. It's on Lou Bedell's Dore Records out of Los Angeles, California, July 1960. My Angel is the name of the tune. And we stay in 1960, and we go back to this one on Johnny Otis's Eldo record label. You know what the big hit on the Eldo label was? It was by the Safaris, Image of a Girl, which I do like. And this is a request for listener Juan Campoy. This it's actually a duo, but they were known as the Tridels, and they were really Anthony Fasano and Manuel Jasova. And this is a tune written by Jim Carlos. He was half of the Carlos brothers that recorded for the Delphi record label. And this is with the house band of Johnny Otis. Maybe it was Johnny Otis, and they called them the Phantom Band, from July 1960 for Juan Campoy. The Tridels on Eldo. It's called Baby, I Love You So.
Ring, ring, ring goes my telephone. Whoop goes my heart. You haven't called me since our last part, baby. I love you so. I love you, yes I do. Won't you believe me, for it's true, baby. I love you so. Ling, 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 ling goes my telephone. Whoop. Goes my heart. You haven't called me since our last part, baby. I love you so. I
Yes, sounds of California here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. That's for Juan Campboy, the Tridells. The Tridells on the Eldo label from July 60, Baby, I Love You So. Nice ballad there on that tune. We are in the year 1960. Let's fill a request for listener Jim Lampley in Texas. Finally found this record for Jim. Been looking for a long time, but it was in the box up here behind me. This group out of Philadelphia, the group included Frank Mioli, Don Mioli, Rick Morano, and Tony Lonnie. Collectively, they were known as the Cousins. Now, this tune came out on Sid Passner's Win Records out of New York City. This song dates back to 1931, first recorded by Ruth Edding. She recorded it on the Columbia label. This was recorded by lots of groups, and the Crest recorded this song too, by the way. And it's from July of 1960, going out to Jim in Texas. The Cousins on the Win label, and their rendition of the tune, Guilty.
The verdict of this court is guilty, 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 guilty.
Is it a sin? Is it a crime? Loving you, dear, like I do. If it's a crime, then I'm guilty. Guilty of loving you. Maybe I'm wrong, dreaming of you, dreaming the lonely night through. If it's a crime, then I'm guilty. Guilty of dreaming of you. What can I do? What can I say? After I've taken the blame, you say you're through, you'll go your way, but I'll never be just the same. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, loving you, dear, like I do. If it's a crime, then I'm guilty. Guilty of loving you. Guilty. 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 Guilty of loving you.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, by request for Jim Lampley in Texas. Those are the Cousins from July 1960 on the Win record label. Guilty is the name of the tune. Let us continue here in 1960 and fill a request for listener Amnon. Now, this group, they hail from Kingston, Jamaica, and this was their debut single. This first came out in Jamaica on the Duke Reed's label. That was in late 59. Then it was picked up by the Blue Beat label, which was out of the UK in 1960, and was their first of 5 on the Blue Beat label. Now, the group members here were Eugene Dwyer, Herman Sang, Maurice Winter, and Derek Harriott. This is from December of 1960. Remember I told you I did a trade with Dan Romanello? Well, some people know that Many of his records were not in the greatest shape, and this one kind of speaks for itself, so you'll know. So I apologize in advance, but it's a request for listener Mnon. Let's give a listen to the Jiving Juniors. The Jiving Juniors from December 1960. This is a UK press. It's on the Blue Beat label. The song is called Lollipop Girl for Mnon.
When she's in my arms, she's my sugar plum, full of charms, ooh-wee. Yeah. Baby, 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 my heart still yearns for you. You're my lollipop girl, no one for me but you. Oh, when I saw her first, she gave me the chills when we first kissed, and I got the thrills, ooh-wee. Yeah. Lollipop girl, when we kiss, she makes me twirl, ooh-wee. Yeah.
That's a little Jamaican doo-wop there. That one there for listener Mnon. That's December 1960 release, the Jiving Juniors. That's on the Blue Beat record label. That's their first release on Blue Beat. Lollipop Girl is the name of the tune. They also recorded for the Starlight label, and here in the States on the Asness label. That is a U.S. press. I don't know if the Crystal release is a U.S. press or not, but anyway, let us continue. Here we are in the year 1960. Let's fill a request for listener Joe Shacatano. He's tuned into the program, but under the weather, so he's not in the YouTube chat room, but he is tuned in as we go to Memphis, Tennessee. This is a rare record. I think one of these just sold. Charlie LaRocco just sold a copy of this, I think. I forget what it went for, but it wasn't cheap. I got mine at a really good price. I'm not going to complain. And it is a Stone Mint copy. It's the group's only release. It's on a label called Shimmy Records out of Memphis, Tennessee. It features, wait a second here. The group included, let me see, are they a trio? Are they a trio here, Charlene? Well, anyway, the lead singer on this is Nathaniel Lewis. Nathaniel Lewis from 1960 going out to Joe Shacatano. It's Barney and the Googles, kind of an oddball name. Barney and the Googles on the Shimmy label, and I guess fall is almost here because that's the name of the tune. Fall is here. This is for Joe Shacatano.
Fall is here. Fall is here. Winter is here.
other day you told me, yes, 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 you wanna hold me and always be mine. I know, fall is here. Yes, yes, yes.
As Barney and the Googles there by request for Joe Shacatano. That is Nathaniel Lewis. He's the lead. He is Barney. That one there, 1960 release on Shimmy Records out of Memphis, Tennessee. Fall is Here is the name of the tune. Now, was it Mike Sape says it's next week. Fall will be here. So that would have been appropriate for next week. But no, I can play that anytime. I like that record. Always did. And this, I guess... later, Nathaniel Lewis, he would join the Ovations that recorded for the Goldwax label in 1964. As we are in Vinyl Treasure overtime here, we're moving through here, so hopefully I'm going to try to get done by the end of the bottom of the hour. Let's fill a request now as we move into 1961 for Tommy Albergo. Let's go to Wilmington, Delaware, to Vince Rago's Universal record label, and the group was also local out of Wilmington, and they are Lonnie and the Crisis. Now, Lonnie is really Alonzo Jr. Wise, and this is from November of 61. Universal Records, Lonnie and the Crisis for Tommy Albergo. It's called Bells in the Chapel. That's November 61 release there, going out to Tommy Albergo, Lonnie and the Crisis. Lonnie and the Crisis on Vince Rago's Universal record label. Bells in the Chapel is the name of the tune. That's Alonzo Jr. Wise on lead. Now, Lonnie Also recorded with the Matadors, that recorded for the Chavis label in 1965. Let Us Can Stay in 61. Fill a request for listener David Silberg in our YouTube chat. As we go back to Harlem, New York, this group dates back to 1953 with releases on the Savoy label, and they then would sign with Decca Records, became the Singing Wanderers, and then they just switched back to the Wanderers in 1957. They would sign with Cub Records. Well, actually, they were with Onyx Records. Jerry Winston would sell his masters and his label to MGM, and he would be in charge of a newly formed label called Orbit, which was then changed to Cub Records. And so their releases, any of their masters went over to Cub Records. Now, this is their 7th release, their 7th of 8 on the Cub label, and this is a cover song. This song first was a big hit for Ed Townsend. Ed Townsend had a hit with this song back in 1958, but this version charted number 93 on Billboard, 62 on Cashbox. It features the great Ray Pollard on lead from March 61, The Wanderers on Cub, by request for David Silberg. It's called For Your Love.
For your love, oh, I would do anything. Oh, I would do anything for your love. But we all get foolish. That's why I repeat, your love. Oh, I would do anything. Oh, I would do
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, the great sound of Ray Pollard and the Wanderers, their cover of the Ed Townsend tune For Your Love from March 61. That's going out to David Silberg in our YouTube chat room. That's on the Cub record label. And we still are in the year 1961. Let's head to Detroit, Michigan. Fill a request for listener Casey Hines. This group, schooled by ex-Moonglows member Harvey Fuqua. They had 5 releases on Harvey's Tri-Fi record label. This was their first A tune written by Harvey and his wife, Gwen Gordy. It features Bobby Smith on lead. This charted number 39 on Cashbox, 27 on Billboard, number 5 on the R&B chart, and a big number 1 record if you were listening to WEEP in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania from May 61. These are the Spinners for Casey Hines on Tri-Fi. It's called That's What Girls Are Made For.
That's what girls are made for.
To hug and to kiss.
That's what girls are made
to love and to miss.
That's what girls are made for.
You gotta hug 'em, then you kiss 'em. You gotta love 'em, then you miss them. Whoa. That's what girls are made for.
That's what girls are made for.
To hold and to squeeze.
That's what girls are made for.
To scold and to please.
That's what girls
Yes, I said you gotta hold 'em, then you squeeze 'em. You scold 'em, you gotta please them. And I know that's what girls are made for. Whoa, yeah. Some can be true, yes, and then again they'll make you doubt 'em. And hold hands with, and to make all of your plans with. Wow, yeah. That's what girls are made for. I said you gotta hug 'em,
kiss 'em.
Sometimes you gotta kiss 'em too. Yes, you know you gotta love 'em with all your might. Ooh, and I'm here to tell you, I know you're gonna miss them.
That's what girls are made for.
As going out to Casey Hines, the sound of the Spinners there. That's Bobby Smith on lead, May 61. That's their first release on the Tri-Fi label. That's What Girls Are Made For is the name of the tune. We got one more in the year, 1961. It's a request for listener Gary Hendren. The song was first done by a male group called the Atlantics on the Linda label. I don't have that one, but Gary requested. Well, yes, I do. I do have it. It's on that red. It's on that red label. What am I talking about? But Gary requested the cover. This group initially recorded as the Sweethearts on the H3 label, then became the Sachets. Now, Gaynell Hodge wrote this song for the Atlantics, and it happens to be the uncle of the lead singer of this group, the Sachets. Her name is Carlotta Robinson. Let's send this one out to Gary Hendren, December 61, the Sachets on Zen, and their rendition of the tune Boo Hoo Hoo for Gary. girl group sounds here. Whoops. For a sec. Johnny G losing his mind here. There you go. That's going out to Gary Hendren, the sound of the sachets. From December 61, Boo Hoo Hoo is the name of the tune. I have it on the Zen label, which is actually the second label. First came out on Alfie Records, A-L-F-I. That label looks kind of weird, too. I don't have it on the Alfie label. And there you go. Carlotta also sang lead with the Utmost on the Panor record label. If you know this tune called I Need You, that's a great tune that they do. But anyway, this was actually a number 11 record on KYNO out of Fresno, California. Let's move into 1962 now. Fill a request for listener Mnon as let me see. This group, I did have information on this group. This is Jeff Barry's group. As singer-songwriter Jeff Barry does Jeff Barry does the vocals on this. But not all the vocals. There's like overdubbing and whatnot that they did here on this record. But this is, let me see here. Or I don't think this was an official group. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I just thought that Jeff Barry did all the voices on this. Maybe not. But this is their third release on the Epic label. Actually, third and final release on the Epic label. And this is from March of 1962. They're called the Redwoods. The Redwoods on Epic Records. The song is called Where You Used to Be for Mnon.
Down, down, down.
And the lights are low, but oh gee, ah me, my arms are empty where you used to be. When I go driving, oh how sad I feel. No reason now to take my hand off the wheel, 'cause oh gee, ah me, the seat is empty where you used to be. Never knew a lonely night when you were all mine. Now not a thing is going right since you've been gone. I find your love's the thing that made me feel so strong. Come back to me, 'cause that's where you belong. And oh gee, ah me, my heart is empty where you used to be. Ah, where you used to be. Oh, where you used to be.
Those are the Redwoods. The Redwoods. That's really Jeff Barry, the songwriter, on singing on that. March 62. It's on the Epic label. That's for Mnon. The Redwoods with Where You Used to Be. Johnny G's right here in the chair as we're trying to wind down here on the program. We are in the year 1962. Let's fill a request for listener Joseph Smith, a.k.a. Oldies Fan, in our YouTube chat. As this quintet, they hail from Cleveland, Ohio, first recorded for the Mercury label as the Five Quails. That was back in 1957. Then in the early 1960s, a few of the group members relocated to Detroit, and they added a new lead singer and they signed with Harvey Fuqua's Harvey record label. Harvey managed the Tri-Fi label, also managed his Harvey label, and this is the group's first release co-written by Harvey Fuqua. It features Harold Sudbury on lead. This is from March of '62. They were known as the Five Quails, and then they just dropped the five and were known as the Quails with their other releases. This was a number 8 record on WJMO in Cleveland, Ohio. These are the Five Quails, going out to Oldies Fan, aka Joe Smith, from March '62. It's called Been a Long Time.
It's been a long, long time that I wanted to hold you close. Yes, I long just to hold you close, hold you close. It's been a long, long time. Whoa, it's been a long, long time that I wanted to kiss your sweet lips. Yes, I long just to kiss you once, kiss you twice. It's been a long, long time. Well, I've been all over the world, searching for someone like you. Well, you know, much to my surprise, you came into my view. Well, it's been a long, long time that I wanted to hold you close. Yes, I long just to hold you close, hold you close. It's been a long time since I held you close, held you close. And I long just to kiss you once, kiss you twice. Whoa, I want, hold you close, hold you close. Yeah, kiss you once, kiss you twice.
As going out to Oldies Fan, that's the Five Quails. Five Quails from March '62. It's on Harvey Records. Been a Long Time is the name of the tune. That's with Harold Sudbury on lead. We have one more in the year 1962. Fill a request for listener Adrian Viterbo as we go to Brooklyn, New York for this group. And the lead singer of this group previously sang lead with a group called the Cashmeres that recorded for the Lake and the Laurie and the Josie labels. His name was Windsor King. And here he is on the Aldo label as lead singer of King and the Sharpettes. Now, this charted number 12 on WJMO in Cleveland, Ohio. But let's go to November of '62. This is for Adrian Viterbo listening in Mexico. King and the Sharpettes on Aldo Records. The song is called Did He Know?
You know
That's November 62 release there for King and the Sharpettes. That's Windsor King on lead there on the Aldo label. That's for Adrian. It's called Did He Know? Let's move into 1963 now. Head out to Los Angeles, California. This is a flip side request from last week. I featured Robert and Bobby. Robert and Bobby, they were the nephews of Jesse Belvin, and featured the tune A Girl of My Dreams. That was for Juan Campboy. Came out on Kim Fowley's chart records out of Los Angeles. And Robert in California requested the flip side of the 45. So let's give a listen to this flip side before it goes back down in the no humidity basement. Now, this is from January 63, a tune written by Jesse Belvin. It's produced by Nick Vanette. Robert and Bobby, going out to Robert in California. It's called Once Upon a Time, January 63.
Once upon a time, her love was mine, all mine. Years ago, it seemed, oh, I wasn't in my dream. A fool will learn when love it's too late. So I'll hope and pray she'll forgive me someday.
As going out to Robert in California, the sound of Robert and Bobby. They're Jesse Belvin's nephews, January 63. On Kim Fowley's chart label out of Los Angeles, California, Once Upon a Time. Of course, they would record in 63 as the Uniques on the Capitol record label. 3 more 45s to go before we sign off here on the Vinyl Treasures show. Let's go back to New Haven, Connecticut, this time for the Nutmegs, and a request for listener John Cummins. In the early 1960s, Slim Rose, owner of Times Square Records, was able to get a bunch of a cappella recordings by the group and issue them on his Times Square label. But some of those masters came with musical accompaniment, music arrangements. Okay, Johnny. And this is one that did, as requested by John Cummins. This was first issued in June of 63 on the Times Square record label. Then it came out on Relic Records. I don't know when that was, 64 or 65 maybe, on the Relic label. That's how I have it. Again, it features Leroy Griffin on lead. This is going out to John Cummins, the Nutmegs, on Relic Records. It's called The Way Love Should Be. This is for John Cummins.
Given her anything. Now I'm without you, there's something about you I want. Maybe someday you'll be passing my way, I'll be warm. Now that you're gone, I'm so alone. So won't you forgive and come back home? And if your desire should turn to me, that's the way love should be. Now that you're gone, I'm so alone. And won't you forgive and come back home? For if your desire should turn to me, that's the way love should be. For it's just the way love should be.
Those are the Nutmegs there. Leroy Griffin and the Nutmegs, originally released in June of '63 on Times Square. I have it on the Relic label. That's by request for listener John Cummins. The Way Love Should Be is the name of the tune. Two more 45s to go before we sign off. They're both from the year 1963. Let's fill a request for listener Matey Campboy, and this is a duet best known for their releases on the Philadelphia-based Swan record label. You know the songs La-Di Da, Lucky Ladybug, and others, but they recorded for other labels too. They are Billy Ford and Lily Bryant, collectively known as Billy and Lily, and with the Thunderbirds here. That was Billy's backup band, and Matey requested one of their ABC Paramount releases. I think they have 2 or 3 on the label. This is from March '63. Billy and Lily and the Thunderbirds, but there is a group behind them on this. This is for Matey Campboy on ABC Paramount. The song is called Love Me Sincerely for Matey.
Do love me sincerely, always be near me. I want your love forever. I will leave you never. Stay here beside me. I will love you always. Love me sincerely, and I'll adore
Give me all of your love.
Let me know you're mine tonight.
Love me sincerely and leave me never. Always be near me, ever and ever. Love me sincerely, just as I love you.
I love you,
baby. Put your arms around me, come on and hold me, daddy. Love me all night long. Don't you know that I need you, baby? Come on.
There you go, March 1963 release there for Billy and Lily and the Thunderbirds. That one there by request from Matey Campboy in our YouTube chat room. That's on the ABC Paramount record label. Song entitled Love Me Sincerely. Well, that's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 45s out of my collection. If you need to get in touch with me, actually for your requests, you should send them to me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is really the best way to get your requests to me so they get played here on the program. And but that's also for other things too, as many of the listeners do communicate with me, but that is a good thing. So I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. I enjoy bringing it to you each and every Saturday right here on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. And I'll be back next Saturday night beginning at 9 p.m., 9 to midnight. And next week I have, two other shows. Wednesday night, don't forget, if you like Soul 45's, you got to tune in to that Wednesday night show beginning at 9 p.m. till midnight. And then if you like the sound of 78s, I know everybody can't be there. A lot of people are working, but I'm retired. This is my work now. It'll be at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 to about 4:30 or so. I should be on, but I got to pull the records. I haven't pulled any. And I'll probably be seeing some new 78 soon coming into the collection. We'll see how that goes. But thank you all for being here. Thank you, Charlene, again for all your help. Charlene is my administrative assistant. She helps me with the research and putting together the show for you, the listeners. And really had a ball tonight playing these records. We're going to close the show tonight with a rare 45 out of California, and it's for a listener, Joe Shacatano. We go to Los Angeles, California, for a group called the Superiors. The Superiors, who this tune co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Billy Thedford, who was a jazz singer originally, and then he was lead of a group called the Tangents that recorded for the Fresh label. But here he is doing lead with a group called the Superiors from February 63. Came out on the Real Fine label. The Superiors with Eternal Dream, our closer for listener Joe Shacatano. Hope you're feeling better, Joe. Joe was under the weather tonight, so he wasn't in the chat room, but he was tuned into the program. Well, that's it, folks. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you next time. Well, again, if you missed any of the show, I forgot to tell you that for two things. If you miss any of the show, it'll be up momentarily on YouTube, and if you're new to the program, you should consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I had a big crowd tonight, had 635 come to the show while it was live tonight. So that's a lot of people that have come to the show. And the show has been growing bigger and bigger. I think I had, as of this morning, 2,033 subscribers. And again, when I told Dave the Rave when he was here last Sunday, I said, Dave, if you can get me up to 2,000 subscribers, I'll let you do another, we'll come back for part 2. And he did that, so he delivered. But Dave will be back sometime in December for another soul show that he'll do here. But anyway, thank you all for being here. Time for Johnny G to go. This is for Joe Shacatano, the Superiors with Eternal Dream. Just want to say, everybody, so long for Joe.